Yo guys, Theo here. It's a shit day here in Sweden. But the nice thing about that is I get this place where I walk around a little to myself. Speaking of shit, we're gonna talk about feeling like shit, why you might do it, and why so many people they kind of don't understand they feel like shit because they think it's normal. So I call this video "Modern People Just Aren't in Tune with Their Health." And it's because nowadays, you know, we are this amazing humans. We are this amazing machines of survival. We have all these, you know, ways, systems to figure out what we need. You know, you see what I'm saying. But now we've been hijacked by this modern world where everything exists in excess. We're talking both food, not just food in general, the amount of food, but the kinds of food, artificial food, insane sick tastes that we were never supposed to even experience, you know, and not just food, like comfort. Comfort exists in excess. We never have to take any risks, really. If we want a dopamine kick, we just go on social media, we watch Netflix, we watch porn. Yes, sex and porn is very, very, very available too. And so, yeah, that's usual with this subject. I'm gonna take myself as the example. It took for me to wake up and realize all of this. It took for me to start having daily grueling panic attacks, just the most horrific thing I ever experienced. I felt like I might have to kill myself because it was unbearable, or change my life, you know. And I chose the latter, and here I am today, being this fitness nerd who trains almost every day, eats clean 99% of the time, goes to sleep between 10 and 11 at night, almost never drink, and if I do, it's very little, you know. This is now, but I had to end up at a very rock bottom to even understand this. So, you know, there are many reasons why you end up like that and why you feel bad. Today we're focusing more on just habits like that are connected to health in this way. Because, you know, before I hit rock bottom, there were so many things that I just accepted. You know, I would say now in hindsight, yeah, I was an unhappy person. I was a depressed, traumatized person. But, you know, in the moment, I didn't see myself as depressed. I just saw myself, I had anxiety often, for instance, grueling, tough anxiety, not like the panic attacks later, but still so that I felt like, oh, I wanted to escape out of my own skin, horrible feeling. And I thought I was just born that way. No, some people just are like that, they just have to experience that. And also, I had like horrible IBS. I had to go to the bathroom several times per day, a bloated gut. I also thought like, oh, maybe I become allergic to something, you know. And I was often tired at work or in school, whatever. If I studied on university, or if I had a job, you know, almost crashing throughout the day, having to take like the 6th cup of coffee. All of these things I kind of thought were normal, and so many people, I realized, just do. Like when you talk about sleep, for instance, many people are like, no, I can actually I can be really productive when I sleep like 4 to 5 hours. And it's like, like maybe you're managing right now, but just try having 7 or 8 hours of sleep, and you'll see how productive you really can be. And with the gut, like someone like, oh yeah, sometimes my gut get bloated, but you know, that's normal, that just happens. Well, when you fix your diet and remove a lot of stress out of your life, you're gonna see how nice it is that your gut does not have to be like that at all, and how nice it is when it isn't. And if you stop neglecting sleep and make sleep like make it a priority instead of watching that like 5th episode of Netflix at night, then you see how nice it is to just get a good night's sleep most times, you know. And then you, by the way, you'll be able to handle if you somehow something comes in the way one night, you know. Yeah, and like all of these things, when I started, like, because as I told you, I hit the wall, I started having those panic attacks, and I started, first was confronting the attacks, what I had to do, but then when finally the attacks were over and I just felt still very stressed and worn out, and I started actually fixing my habits, you know, I finally realized, I looked at it like, I neglected sleep. Even I kind of knew sometimes I should go to bed now, I'll be really tired tomorrow, but for some reason I needed that last episode of whatever series I was watching, or played a video game a little bit more, things like that. And I was lazy. I just bought microwave food. I bought pizza, kebab and stuff. Obviously my gut was wrecked. Like, and I drank a lot, you know. I drank often, partied, eat at weird times, drink a lot of beer. All these things are horrible for the gut. Like, and I'm thinking I'm allergic to something. Maybe maybe I can't have gluten. I went to the doctor and tested myself for gluten allergy. Like, maybe gluten isn't always good for the gut either, but like, come on. It wasn't one thing, it was just overall shit in here that made the shit, you know. Yeah, and what do we have more? Like, okay, so if we put in the little like spiritual part here too, you know, why did I have anxiety? Why did I feel so empty and stuff? Well, because my life was just chasing cheap dopamine and pleasures. Like, I didn't really have anything real to live for. What I was doing in my life, I was basically chasing girls. I wanted to get laid, because that way I felt like I achieved something. You know, I was worth something. I managed to convince someone I'm cool enough to have sex with or something. And in between doing this, you know, what did I do? I started to get a job I didn't really want or love. I play video games. Like, you can do a little, you can play a little video game or watch some TV series sometimes, you know, but I filled out all my time with these things. Binge watching series. I was lazy, I just ate shit food, I did not exercise, I did not take care of my body at all. I watch porn when I don't get laid, you know. I am on Tinder, I try to get laid. I'm out on the bar just drinking. Like, what's the meaning? Like, the thing is, we can temporarily, in the moment, you can fool the reward system, like, you know, orgasm, feel good, nice, or nice sugary taste in my mouth, I feel good. You know, you can fool yourself right in the moment, but long term you do get anxiety, because deep down you know you aren't really living. You are just abusing your reward system, and you're getting these kicks. You don't deserve them. You're supposed to get these things. Like food, it tastes good because maybe you're out and you've been starving, you've been fasting for 2 days because you didn't find any food, and now you gotta pray, and now you get to eat, and the reward system, you know, because you needed that. Or, you know, sex, it feels good because, yeah, you reproduce, you get a child. It's just the feeling is not what it's about. But we've been so hijacked. Everything is overly available. And yeah, I guess I turned this into a little other rant than just modern people aren't in tune with their health, but kind of, you know. Many people, they really think that it's what it's about. I need to have sex because, you know, it just feels good. Or, no, yeah, this is a good one too. When I hear people complain about people like me, really, like, you must hate yourself to eat that way, you just eat rice and beef. And it's like, no, you must hate yourself to stuff yourself with shit that would screw up your gut. It will give you anxiety, by the way. Processed food, sugar and stuff absolutely gives you anxiety, you know, because the connection there between the gut and the brain, by the way, a screwed up gut makes for anxiety, you know. And the sleep too, like sleep, just throw it in. Lack of sleep would for sure enable anxiety more. So yeah, I don't know, at this point I kind of lost track of where I am, but I think it was a decent little rant here. Like, please don't let your reward system get hijacked. When you go back to the way you're supposed to be, and not just have all these addictions, you'll see clearly. And yeah, this is a good thing to add, by the way. Like alcohol, like all of us know you get hungover if you drink a lot, but if you drink often in huge quantities, you won't realize how much it actually affects you with just drinking. Like me, I barely drink now. If I drink 2 beers, not late, like say at 5 p.m, I will feel it the next day. I promise you, I still feel it the day after. I don't mean that I'm hungover, but you know, I can just feel the difference because there isn't so much noise from all these addictions that most people have. So when there is a little disturbance in my clean living, you know, I feel it right away. It's the same with sleep. Like, if I sleep for my 6 to 8 hours there every night, if there is a night where I sleep less, you know, I will manage because I have a lot in the sleep bank, but I will notice the difference right away, especially in my recovery from training, by the way. Like, I just know it even before. If I wake up and say that, oh shit, I can't go back to sleep for some reason, I woke up after 5 hours, my legs are gonna feel a little more sore today than they would have otherwise. So this is also what I wanted to add. You can get in tune with all this. I was lost in addictions. My main addiction was really, you know, I was just addicted to comfort and cheap pleasures in general, really. I didn't have one main addiction. I was chasing the sex, I was watching porn, I was binge watching Netflix, not exercising much, lazy, lying around, yeah, things like this. Okay, now I am this little rant. I hope it was decent. I hope the point got across. Please rid yourself of the addictions, start seeing clearly, get in tune with your health again. So please, if you liked the video, please like it. Please subscribe for more content about this rant about fitness and fasting, mental health, spirituality, cool things like this. This is Theo checking out. Peace.